ACIT, Life in the UK Test presents Weekly Mock Test, Week 1, November 2025. If you want to get fully prepared, download our app, ACIT, Life in the UK Test. Just scan the QR code on the screen, or tap the link in the description box. With over 4,000 questions and unlimited mock tests, it's everything you need to pass with confidence. Alright now, let the mock test begin. Question 1. What was the main reason the English kings fought wars abroad during the Middle Ages? To promote religious tolerance. To establish trade agreements. To gain control of new lands and resources. Or to spread the English language? The correct answer is to gain control of new lands and resources. Did you know, during the Middle Ages, English kings engaged in wars abroad, such as the 100 Years' War with France and the Crusades, primarily to expand their territories and exert influence. Question 2. Which part of the UK is not included in the geographical term Great Britain? Scotland? Wales? Northern Ireland? Or England? The correct answer is Northern Ireland. Did you know? The term Great Britain specifically refers to England, Scotland and Wales, excluding Northern Ireland, which, along with Great Britain, forms the United Kingdom. Question 3. Which festival involves setting off fireworks and commemorates a failed plot against the king? New Year's Eve? Halloween? Bonfire Night? Or Remembrance Day? The correct answer is Bonfire Night. Did you know? Bonfire Night, celebrated on November 5th, commemorates the failure of Guy Fawkes' attempt to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1605. Question 4. Which monarch's ascension to the throne was facilitated by Parliament due to their Protestant faith? George I, Charles I, William III, or James II? The correct answer is George I. Did you know? George I was chosen by Parliament in 1714 to be the next king, because he was the nearest Protestant relative to Queen Anne. This decision affirmed Parliament's control over the monarchy. Question 5. What was the name of the economic crisis that affected the world in 1929? The Great Depression? The Great Recession? The Industrial Revolution? Or the Golden Age? The correct answer is the Great Depression. Did you know? The Great Depression began in 1929 and had a significant impact on the UK, leading to mass unemployment in some areas. The traditional heavy industries such as shipbuilding were badly affected. Question 6. What is the primary purpose of national insurance contributions in the UK? To support private healthcare initiatives? To fund state benefits and services like the NHS and state pension? To pay for road maintenance and construction projects? Or to provide financial assistance to businesses? The correct answer is to fund state benefits and services like the NHS and state pension. Did you know? National insurance contributions are essential for funding key state provisions, ensuring the well-being and security of UK residents through services like healthcare and retirement pensions. Question 7. All dogs in public places must have a collar. Which of the following information must be displayed on the collar? Dog's breed? Owner's phone number? Dog's date of birth? Dog's name? Owner's name? Or owner's address? The correct answers are owner's name and owner's address. Did you know? Ensuring dogs wear collars with the owner's name and address helps reunite lost pets with their owners and promotes responsible pet ownership. Question 8. What was the name of the charter that limited the English monarch's power in 1215? The Statute of Rhuddlan? The Bill of Rights? The Act of Union? Or the Magna Carta? The correct answer is the Magna Carta. Did you know the Magna Carta, signed in 1215, was a landmark document that restricted the king's ability to collect taxes and make laws without the consent of his noblemen, establishing the principle that even the monarch was subject to the law. Question 9. Who became the Lord Protector after the English Civil War? Oliver Cromwell, Charles II, Charles I, or Richard Cromwell? The correct answer is Oliver Cromwell. Did you know Oliver Cromwell became Lord Protector after the English Civil War, leading the Commonwealth after the execution of Charles I? Question 10. What is the status of Northern Ireland within the UK? It is an independent country. It is part of the United Kingdom, but not part of Great Britain. It is a Crown dependency. Or it is part of both the United Kingdom and Great Britain. The correct answer is, it is part of the United Kingdom, but not part of Great Britain. Did you know? Northern Ireland is a constituent country of the United Kingdom, but it is not geographically part of Great Britain, which consists of England, Scotland and Wales. Question 11. Which of the following areas is part of the United Kingdom? England, the Isle of Man, the Channel Islands, or St. Helena? The correct answer is England. Did you know the United Kingdom is composed of England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland? The Channel Islands, the Isle of Man, and St. Helena are not part of the UK. Question 12. The Last Night of the Proms is a well-known classical music concert broadcast on television. False or true? The correct answer is true. Did you know? The Last Night of the Proms, a celebrated classical music concert, is indeed broadcast on television, marking a significant cultural event in the UK's musical calendar. Question 13. Which of the following best describes the Blitz? The British attack on the Somme? The German Air Force bombing British cities? The Allied invasion of Normandy? Or the evacuation of Dunkirk? The correct answer is the German Air Force bombing British cities. Did you know? The Blitz refers to the sustained aerial bombing campaign by the German Air Force against British cities, particularly London, during the Second World War. Question 14. What was the main trade focus of the East India Company? Southern Africa, India, North America, or Canada? The correct answer is India. Did you know? The East India Company, initially established to trade, gained control over large parts of India, expanding British influence and commerce in the region. Question 15. Which of the following best describes the primary aim of the welfare state introduced by the Labour government after 1945? To promote private healthcare, to reduce government spending on social programs, to protect the population from cradle to the grave, or to increase the power of trade unions? The correct answer is to protect the population from cradle to the grave. Did you know? The welfare state aimed to provide social security and protect the population from the barn cradle to the grave, ensuring a minimum standard of living and healthcare. Question 16. Which of the following countries is part of the UK? England, Channel Islands, Republic of Ireland, or Isle of Man? The correct answer is England. Did you know? The United Kingdom is composed of England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. The Republic of Ireland is an independent country. Question 17. Which of the following were factors that led to a distinct national culture and identity in England during the Middle Ages? The decrease in the power of the monarchy, the combination of Norman French and Anglo-Saxon languages, Increased trade and immigration? The construction of castles and cathedrals? The writing of works such as the Canterbury Tales? Or the codification of laws? The correct answers are the combination of Norman French and Anglo-Saxon languages, increased trade and immigration, the construction of castles and cathedrals, and the writing of works such as the Canterbury Tales. Did you know? The development of a national culture and identity in England during the Middle Ages was shaped by linguistic fusion, architectural achievements, literary contributions, and increased trade and immigration, fostering a sense of shared heritage and distinctiveness. Question 18. Which of the following actions were undertaken by Henry VII to consolidate his power after the Wars of the Roses? Reducing the power of the nobles? Invading France? Strengthening the central administration? Supporting religious reform? Or building up the monarchy's financial reserves? The correct answers are reducing the power of the nobles, strengthening the central administration, and building up the monarchy's financial reserves. Did you know? Henry VII focused on domestic policies to ensure peace and stability after the Wars of the Roses. By strengthening the central administration, reducing the power of the nobles, and building up the monarchy's financial reserves, he laid the foundation for a more stable and prosperous England. Question 19. Which of the following can the Scottish Parliament legislate on? Health? Civil law? Foreign affairs? Or defence? The correct answers are health and civil law. Did you know the Scottish Parliament has broad legislative powers over areas such as civil law and health, but matters like defence and foreign affairs remain under the control of the UK Parliament? Question 20. Which monarch was the leader of the Netherlands before becoming King of England? Charles II? James II? James I? Or William of Orange? The correct answer is William of Orange. Did you know? William of Orange, the Protestant ruler of the Netherlands, was invited to invade England and proclaim himself king, leading to the Glorious Revolution. Question 21. Which Prime Minister introduced the National Health Service (NHS) in 1948? Clement Attlee? Margaret Thatcher? Harold Macmillan? Or Winston Churchill? The correct answer is Clement Attlee. Did you know? Clement Attlee's Labour government established the NHS in 1948, providing free healthcare at the point of use for all UK residents. Question 22. The National Health Service (NHS) guarantees free private healthcare for all UK citizens. False or true? The correct answer is false. Did you know? The National Health Service (NHS) guarantees a minimum standard of healthcare for all, free at the point of use, but it is a public healthcare system, not private. Question 23. Which of these musical events is an annual cultural festival held in Wales? Glastonbury? Creamfields? National Eisteddfod? Or Isle of Wight Festival? The correct answer is National Eisteddfod. Did you know? The National Eisteddfod of Wales is an annual cultural festival celebrating Welsh music, dance, art, and original performances, primarily in the Welsh language. Question 24. Which British politician is best known for leading the establishment of the National Health Service (NHS)? Aneurin Bevan? Clement Attlee? William Beveridge? Or Harold Macmillan? The correct answer is Aneurin Bevan. Did you know? Aneurin Bevan, as Minister for Health, played a crucial role in establishing the NHS in 1948, ensuring healthcare access for all citizens. That's it for this week's mock test. If you got 18 or more out of these 24 correct, congratulations! You've passed the test. How did you do? Let us know in the comments. If you want to get fully prepared, download our app, Ace It, Life in the UK Test. Just scan the QR code on the screen or tap the link in the description box. With over 4,000 questions and unlimited mock tests, it's everything you need to pass with confidence. New mock tests drop every week, so hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss one. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and happy studying!